Math can be extremely frightening to young people. A lot of people, especially young people, are not familiar or they're frightened of learning all the aspects of science and math, and that's where this particular program comes into mind. And we're specifically interested in our minority students because overall the population, unfortunately, percentages are down, whereas we have minorities in science and math. So what we're doing, this organization, Say Yes to a Youngster's Future. It's sponsored by the Department of Energy, the National Urban Coalition, and the Afro-Americans for Energy Awareness. I'm going to talk a little bit about the program and how it's affecting and helping young people in our community. And with us today is Earl White. Welcome back, Earl.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I like that tie.
You like this?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, that's my wife bought it, so it,
here we go.
You know.
Thank you, wife. That's very pretty. I love it. Absolutely. So tell me about your new program. You know, last time we were here, we talked about what the city of Las Vegas, some things
the Housing Authority is doing.
Right.
But this is a terrific program. Eddie Watson and his wife Cynthia worked with the Department of Energy and the National Urban Coalition to bring this program here. It's a science and math program for children of colors, K through 6. And it's a hands-on. It's you know, you mentioned it was frightening the kids. It's frightening the parents too. Some parents are scared of science and math, but this is a hands-on.
Especially this new math.
That's right.
You know.
And this program, it's fun. It's an after-school program, and it makes science and math fun. And
having fun, you're understanding more.
Right. We make it simple. The kids enjoy it very much, and like I said before, it's for children of color, and it provides an opportunity for them to learn something that's going to help them in the future and to make up their mind whether they want to be involved. Now, a lot of these things that you brought today are extremely familiar. I mean, this is nothing out of the ordinary. Let's talk about what you've got here. Well, a lot of the hands-on activities you could do, the parents could do with just things around the house. Here's a jar with some beans, and we have toothpicks, measuring bowls here, and egg carton. And that's how the program is structured. A lot of the activities, science and math, are with just things that you can find around the house and incorporate into an activity, which is fun, and the kids enjoy it, and it's something that they can do with their parents on a continuing basis.
Now, with the program you've got set up at the A.D. Guy Center after school, what sort of things are gone over with the students?
What happens is the students, first of all, transportation is free, and no kid is
and the program is free.
The program, everything is free. So we encourage the parents to get their kids involved, and we do provide transportation, so we'll pick them up. But what they do, the kids come and do, we have instructors and scientists that come and lend their time and provide a real happy environment, a real fun environment, working with different props, different projects. One particular activity is with the toothpicks and with the beans, and we do things with water and balloons and all of those kind of fun things. And we make
all
it
based on science and, of course, adding the math to it. Now, you have the same program set up a couple of days a week at H.P. Fitzgerald as well.
Right. The same concept and the same program is at Mondays and Wednesdays at H.P. Fitzgerald, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and the kids enjoy it, and it's something different.
I noticed that when we had the ribbon cutting, and they had the some of the young scientists, young energy students, engineering students from the university were there and had their projects, and they made everything so fun. The kids were all gathered around trying to see and go outside and launching rockets and everything.
Well, it's something that the community needs, and in providing this, we hope that it will open the door for kids who would like to be involved in science and math, because that's, you know, the information superhighway is just around the corner.
It's there.
We need to educate our kids to take advantage of some of those jobs that will be open.
That's right. Say Yes to a Youngster's Future. This is a free program primarily for minority students, ages, or we'll say grades K through 6, at the A.D. Guy Center Boys and Girls Club Tuesday through Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday 3:30 to 5:30, and at Monday and Wednesday at H.P. Fitzgerald, right? And that's from 3 until 5. Say Yes to a Youngster's Future. This is basically science and math, and they're there to help you make it fun, but it's still a learning experience. Give them a call for more information. Again, it's free to your child. 646-0306. That's 646-0306. Thank you so much, Earl.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
comes first.
A new approach tonight to the growing problem of domestic violence. Two Las Vegas men are trying to give potentially violent people a place to calm down and get counseling before acting on their anger. Jack Finn has more on the idea behind Cool Down House.
It may not look like much now, but Earl White and Cliff Rawls are hoping this empty building on Jackson might soon be preventing a lot of pain.
Yeah, we're all covered in blood. Okay.
They're hoping to head off the rage that fuels domestic violence incidents like this.
Young boys can grow up thinking that domestic violence or striking a woman is acceptable, or we can do something about it by starting a Cool Down House so men have a place to go instead of getting in an argument, going to a bar, or going somewhere, doing something destructive to themselves or their families. They can come here and have the time to think about it.
Mary Tenenty of the Domestic Crisis Shelter supports the idea with a word of caution.
What I don't want to see turn into is a hideout place where people aren't taking responsibility for their behavior.
But Earl White and Cliff Rawls are promising that this will not become a safe haven for wife beaters. They want to work within the legal system, and that includes Metro.
No. What happens is if a person has already committed to act, there's nothing we can do to help them. This is what we want them to come here first.
Now, once he comes here, what types of things will be here for him? There'll be counselors, but if he wants to just...
If he just want to sit here and just chill out and watch TV, he can do that. If you want to call his parishioner, his priest, a friend of the family, somebody in the family, you want to do that, he can do that. There will be also men here that have been all going through the same situation that he goes through, who will be happy to talk to him.
Cool Down House should be open by the end of October. Jack Finn, News 3.
And just a reminder here that Gwen Castaldi's crime...
Relax. Working with Metro, this will be a place where men can come before they commit a violent act just to cool out. We'll have counselors here if they want to talk to a counselor. We'll have support services here also. But in the event that a man just wants to get out of a situation, get his thoughts together and cool down, he can come here. And
the United Charitable Foundation of America is providing contractors and volunteers.
Have a place where man can come to cool down, to be able not to have, the holidays brings on a different type of atmosphere and a lot of tension and whatnot, and we want to have a place where man can come and be able to relieve some of that tension.
If you'd like to contribute to the Cool Down House, we'll have the number for you on our 8 line.
The program is designed to assist homeless women and their dependent children, giving them a fresh start at a new life.
The streets is no place for a child. It's bad enough for a grown-up. It's dreadful for anyone. But for a child, the consequences are irreparable damage. It's imperative that children have some kind of community behind them and that they have a stable life.
There's no dignity being on the street and being homeless. There's no dignity living in a shelter.
They don't have the freedom that we all take for granted, that we can go and open the refrigerator and get a snack.
Turn on the light or turn on the TV.
We can go to bed when we want to.
Just do the things that people normally do when they have a proper shelter.
It isn't a way that's a dignified adult way to live, and it isn't a way for children to think that their parents have to live.
In the past, we've seen intergenerational families who have lived solely off of the dependence to the welfare system.
They become codependent on the system because they know that that's the only way they're going to get help.
Anytime you take something on a consistent basis from somebody, whether it's the government or whatever, you lose a little control of yourself.
That's why we want to do Fresh Start. That's why we want to put them in a place where they have an opportunity to be independent. We believe that most people, given that opportunity, will be independent, and that we will have them permanently off this cycle of dependency on handouts.
What I hope is in 20 years from now, it won't be any need for that. Those resources we can take and put in programs like the Fresh Start where people are acclimated to the community right away.
Our program is a fast-track success system. We can take a mother and move her into a complete different environment where she will have her own apartment. She will be provided everything that she needs, the training necessary, all of the assistance and the coaching that is required to allow her to regain her self-confidence totally and become the self-sufficient person that we know that she can be.
They're going to be able to say, I experienced something in 90 days that I can continue to practice, continue to go on with my life, continue to go on no matter where I am.
Once they get over that hump, where they're not dependent on the government, they're not dependent on someone in a misguided relationship, that they can stand on their own 2 feet and feel proud about themselves. The best thing we can give people on welfare is their self-esteem, that they can do it, that they can succeed. And we not only we do that for them, but that spills down to their kids.
We're offering them a hand up rather than just a handout.
If you're interested in giving Fresh Start a helping hand, you can contact them at 702-241-5085.